Hello and welcome back to another game devlog of my game Azaryia. This time we're in Blender, not in Unity, and we want to model an arrow and a bow because this is part 2 of adding a bow and an arrow to my game Azaryia. So let's jump right into it. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I think we will find it out soon enough. So at first I want to scale it to 8:1. So this is it, I think. Now we need to model the sharp edge of the arrow. So let's just extrude it a bit, something like this, and then we want to make it as sharp as possible. Of course, this looks very ugly right now, very ugly, but it's okay. It fits to my game. Now, of course, we want to make it a bit bigger. Oh no, I do not. I do not want to have it that big. We might want to scale it up this way a bit, and then we can move the position of this face a bit towards the y-axis. So this way, maybe be a bit bigger or longer. Oops. What did I do? Is there a new face? Yeah, there's a new face that I'm not aware of. So now I think there is a possibility to move it, something like this. Yeah, I think this doesn't look too bad. And then for the stuff, the feathers, we could simply put some planes here. What do you think? Okay, nothing against it. Oh my god, I should be a comedian, I guess. So, we're adding a little plane, rotating it a bit in the y-axis, like 90 degree. Make it a bit smaller, and then have it correctly here and there. So let's make it a bit bigger. Yeah, I think this doesn't look too bad. Actually, it does. But what about making this face a bit smaller? Honestly, I think if we can duplicate this, is it possible to duplicate something like that with Control D or something? I'm not that good in Blender, but I'm learning, and that's okay. And if not, then I just simply add a new plane here and there. I think that's totally okay. Whoops. 90. Thank you. And then we want to rotate it around the y-axis. Honestly, I think this already fits my needs. Maybe a bit here. Does this look bad? Yeah, it doesn't look that good. But honestly, I think I can work with that. It looks a bit cartoony. It's not too unique. So maybe we can rotate this around the x-axis, something like this. Yeah. Maybe a bit more. Honestly, I think this is looking good. Nice. So then I assign some new materials to that. This is actually this. No, I add a new material to that, and I call it feather. And this is white. The rest of it is brown for the wood, I guess. Yes, and the front of the arrow is some metallic. Oh, white is good. Some metallic. Oh, also the back of this. So, oops, I had the wrong face selected. Now, so honestly, of course, the feathers could look much better, much better. But I think for my needs, this looks quite good, because you won't see the arrow that much. Yeah, of course, maybe a bit yellowish would be a bit better, a little bit darker. But honestly, I think this fits my needs right now. Yeah, nice. Then the next thing we're gonna model is the bow. So welcome back. Now we're about to create the bow, and I think now it's getting interesting, because okay, a little arrow, it's not that hard, and if this is fitting my needs, it's okay. But a bow, you see all the time, and I think it should already be a bit better than the arrow. And this is a problem, because I think my modeling skills are really bad. But I'm here to learn that. I'm not here to say, oh my god, I want to buy some assets from the asset store. No, I want to learn how to do all this by myself. And of course, this will not be that simple, but it's okay. And I think I do these videos to just show you that game development isn't that easy all the time. And I think if we're getting through it together with a little bit of fun, we might have a good time and learn things from another. So, nice words, but we need to work further on this bow. So, I'm just checking to add. Or sorry, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I cannot work. My English skills are really great. So what I want to say, I wanted to say that we can now move the middle of the bow right into the x-axis to give it some curvy vibes. Maybe we could do it a bit more. 3 here. And then we also had, I think it was 0.6. So let's see, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, nice. And then the middle of the whole bow can also have it this way. So 6. There we are. Okay, maybe a bit less. 0.4. Okay. Now we need a string from here to there, and also we need some to extrude some things in this direction. I could have implemented something like a mirror modifier, but now it's too late. So I want to have it a bit there, and also here 4, and also move this 4. Yeah, so it can I say it looks nice, or am I lying? I think it looks, it does look that bad. I'm okay to say that. Okay. It doesn't really look good, but it's okay. It's okay. So now we want to shrink everything here. So we mark this again, and that. Nope. Oh god. Just want to mark this, and we gonna shrink it a bit so it could look okay. So now we have this cube, and I add another cube for the string, and as you can see, this isn't too hard because a string, you know, is a straight line. So maybe a bit smaller, also for the z-axis. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. Well, I'm pretty sure it does, but I think for the first try it's okay. I will not animate this, just because I have not the expertise, and as I said, I think it was in the vlog, in the devlog before the last one, that I want to learn something off camera, because it's super annoying for you guys to just see me struggling with stuff, and if I can learn something off screen, I think it helps more, and it's more interesting for you guys to see other things where I'm working on. So I think it's okay to have it this way. So we got our bow, hooray, and then let's jump right into it and import it to Unity. So we're back in Unity, and now we want to first assign the model to our scriptable object, because last time I think we just added a barrel, but now we can easily add the bow. We might have to scale it, but let's have a look how it's looking. Oh, nice. I think this works. This fits to the game. Of course. Let's have a look. Where am I? Where's the player? There's the player, and there's the bow. 2480, no, 20 again. Let's have a look if it looks with 2, and 48. Is it enough or is it too small? I think it's enough. Oh, this works perfectly. Nice. I think it's a good size. This is interesting. So we know we can divide it by 10. So let's jump right into our objects and in the bow settings and scale it with 10%. So now it should work right away. I hope so, at least. Yeah, there we are. Nice. So, and now we want to make sure that the arrow is directly spawned at the location where the bow is, and super important that the crosshair is I would say the top of the trajectory. I think this is quite important because you need a feel where you want to shoot this thing, and if you just shoot in the direction but the trajectory is way lower than your crosshair, then the whole aiming thing wouldn't work. So sorry for stumbling upon some words, but I needed to get it right in my head. So let's tackle this right away. I added a function get weapon location off screen, but I didn't fill it with live yet, so we can do this right away. I want to return, as the function already says, the location of the weapon, and therefore we maybe need to get the item in hand. Ah, nice. And therefore we have this, and we want to return the location. So but only if this is not 0. Or null, because then we want to return the current transform position just as a backup. But I hope this does not happen. So let's have a look if this is working. So there we got the bow. And I think it's already the location we need, but this is spawning in front of the player. This is a bit too much. And also, I think the camera perspective doesn't align with where the crosshair is. So I think this should work. Oh, this should work with half of it. And then I think we have to look at where the force is getting to. I think this isn't the right approach, actually. I do not know if this is ready. Sorry, if this is the right way. But therefore I want to have a raycast. In this direction. So, and we want to have it in the color red, and we want therefore ever, kinda. So, let's have a look if this is giving us some insights on how the rotation of the camera is in relation with the shooting direction. And maybe I need to, okay. Is this the correct way? It seems like it's the correct way. But it does not. It does not appears to. Sorry, it does not appear to get through the crosshair. And that's bad, actually, because it doesn't make fun at all. How can we fix that? I think we need to adjust this a bit so we do not get the camera main transform forward, but let me just think about it. The raycast of of the crosshair. Does this make any sense? I don't know, really. But while I'm thinking about that, in parallel, we can already create the arrow prefab. So let's jump right into this. We just have the scene here, and we have our model here. There you go. Nice. I like the size of it. And as we learned from our bow, we might have to take just 10% of it. And then we can add the world arrow to it. Nice. And then make a prefab out of it. Resources, prefabs, world. And there you go. So we now got an arrow prefab. Super nice. What do we need on that prefab? We have added the rigid body and the world arrow. Nice. So we also need to add a rigid body, and with the rigid body, I think the collider is added. Well, it isn't, but it's okay. I just added myself. The box collider is enough, I think. Yeah, nice. So now we can just instantiate the arrow from the prefab manager. I call it arrow. I call it arrow normal because maybe we get some interesting stuff like like fire arrow or something like that. So this could also work. So let me delete this and add the arrow here. Header. Weapons. So this is a public game object. Arrow normal. Nice. So there you go. We have added the arrow normal. The scale, yeah, we do not need this anymore. Do we need this? Yes, we need this. But this is a get component. The same as this is a get component. Yeah, and I think this does the job already. We might want to change the times 30 or the 30 multiplier to something called player strength or bow strength or something like that. We want to have this based on how long the player will wait before he shoots the bow. But I think we can do this later after I clean up the whole thing. As you might have noticed, the whole stuff is really unstructured because as the project is growing, more and more little errors or little details were missing and were stuffed on the wrong places. And now I have not a too nice code base. I would say it's okay, but especially something like this should not happen, and there's a big structuring needed. And after the structuring, we can also apply something like this to it. Nevertheless, let's move forward. I think it's okay. I just need to add the arrow prefab to the prefab manager, which is located in the main scene, I guess. I hope so, at least. Ah, yeah, there it is. Ah, nice. And then we can just search for the arrow. Okay, we cannot search for the arrow because it's not in the scene. It's just here in our prefab items folder. So let's have a look if this is working. Would be very glad if this is working. Even without animation. Okay, nice. Oh. Okay, we might need to add the correct rotation, but I think this isn't that hard, but this needs to be in the update function. Okay, let's try something very simple. I have no clue if this is working right away, but let's try it out. I think it's okay to try things out. I call this last position. This is vector 3.0. And we have, if last position equals 0, then we want to have the last position is equal to transform position, and then we want to return. So, and now we're sure that the last position is the form position from the last frame. And now we can do this again. But before that, we want to create the direction. The direction is normally the last position. Yeah, okay. Thanks to IntelliSense. We've this, and then we can just say, okay, transform dot rotation is equal to quaternion looked rotation dir. Okay, this was the first approach. I hope this is working. It is possible that we might have to offset it a bit, like multiply it by 90 or something like that. Yeah, let's just try it out. Okay. Key not found, 11. Okay. What did I do wrong? I have no idea. Did I add some new items or something like that? I don't think so. Okay. Let's test it. So I think for the moment I thought that these were rotating, but obviously they don't. Okay, that's sad. Let me have a guess. Okay, let's try another approach. I'm sorry for the problems and trying things out, but as I always say, this is just a hobby project. This is the key of it, to make problems, to run into problems, to make errors, and to get it right, to wrap your head around this problem and fix it. So I think this is the most important part about game development, because if everything would work on the first try, honestly, it would be boring. Okay, sometimes I beg for it, so please work on the first time, but this isn't that. It isn't always that case. So I think it's okay. So I wanted to check the I wanted to check the raycast of it. So I think this is okay. So I'm trying my stuff. Okay, this is already there. This is good. We love that. And then I'm just copy and pasting this bad boy right here. Nice. So we do want to draw the ray. Which ray? This ray. This ain't possible. Okay, then I just what properties does the ray has? The origin, nice. And the direction, I guess, nice. So let's test this here. Okay, this is good. And yeah, I do not think that we need a layer mask. And also, we do not need a raycast. actually, because we do want to get the direction of this. So now let's check if this is working. That would be, oh man, this would be great. This would be really, really great. Yeah, let's have a look. Because we just using the array we already had in our in our harvesting system. So let's have a look if this is working. It doesn't look too bad, honestly. Of course, it's still too low. It's still too low. But the direction is correct. You see. So maybe if we just use the origin of the array instead of the location, we might get nice. We might get nice results, and also we can, I think, design it that way that it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, okay, this is working. Obviously, it's looking terrible, of course. Never mind. I just created an adjustment for the camera, for the zoom camera. So this is the zoom camera, the aiming camera, and yeah, now it's looking pretty good, I think. Of course, there's lack of animation and stuff like that, and if you look closely, the arrow does some wild things in the air, but it's working, and it's nice. You can also destroy now, some things, and it's kind of making fun. Nevertheless, in the next video, we're adding some sound effects and make the air staying a bit better in the air, and making the arrow stay better in the air. Now, I cannot talk these days. Yeah, then thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like the video, please leave a dislike and write me in the comments what you didn't like. If you have ideas for improvement or ideas with what I can add to the game, then also write me in the comments. Feel free to let me know what you think. And if you want to stay up to date, then please hit the subscribe button, and then we can see us in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.